What we found is business purchase contracts seem to have the most issues. The reason for that is generally the terms aren't really well detailed. I'm finding that, what we seem to see is a lot of messes that come to us after the fact, which is again a reason to go to an attorney before you actually create the contract.
Almost any kind of contract could have an issue. You'd be surprised how many contracts the average person is actually a party to. A real estate contract, you could be part of a landlord-tenant contract, a lease. You have contracts with your phone companies, you have contracts with just so many people. Almost any kind of contract, there can be issues. Interpretation, breach, just a plethora of different issues that can come up. So there is no one contract that you can say has more issues than any other kind of contract.
In my opinion, it's maybe more expensive initially, but you'll save yourself a lot of headache and frankly cost in the long run. You can avoid a lot of pitfalls if you get the right counsel at the beginning and realize these are the terms that I want, these are the terms that are important to me, and frankly to avoid long-term issues, make sure they're in the contract now so that later on you don't have to fight about it.
Well, you should have an attorney review your contract so they could tell you your obligations, the other party's obligations, what you're actually contracting for, if all the essential terms are in the contract, and also an attorney can tell you how to make sure you don't breach the contract and get in unnecessary litigation.
Well, generally what we do see is clients will come to us after the contract dispute already begun. I'm finding now a lot more of my clients are coming to us to create the contracts, and that's better, and frankly that's what I prefer. But what I do see often is terms aren't defined. There are issues as far as liability that have to be limited and that hasn't been done. Or there's an issue of whether or not you want to do arbitration or trial, and frankly it's a lot more expensive for trial, so you generally want to have an arbitration agreement in your contract. The benefit of coming to Sodhi Law Group is our experience. We've handled business litigation matters, we've handled real estate matters, we've handled criminal defense matters, we've handled administrative matters. So given that background, when we're looking at a contract, we're making sure that our client is protected in any of these areas, making sure that there isn't going to be any liability and to minimize whatever potential liability there will be in the long run. And the alternative, if we're reviewing a contract that has been created by someone else that my client is asked to sign, we're going to make sure that they're not being taken advantage of, and that they, again, will not be subject to any of these liabilities later on. So basically as an edict for our clients, we want to make sure that our clients are protected entirely, and I believe that our firm, given our background, is able to do that quite well.
We take the time to review the contract. We go through each line, each word, each period, and every single paragraph multiple times to make sure that we give you the best advice possible.